Hey, Journey family, Pastor Stephen here, coming to you on Wednesday, August 26th, and we're talking about true greatness. What is true greatness? On Monday, I spoke to you about how true greatness is seen by faith. True greatness is seen by faith. Today, I want to talk to you about how true greatness is achieved by serving. True greatness is achieved by serving. And the story I have here is 150 years ago, actually 160 years now, there's a company called Goldman Sachs. And Goldman Sachs was the gold standard of banking and investing. And for 150 years, they served their clients. And they were the best. But then something happened about 30 years ago where some new leadership came in to Goldman Sachs, and they decided to no longer serve their clients, but serve their shareholders and try to make as much money as possible instead of serving their clients. And what happened is they were at the center of a massive global financial meltdown in 2008 and 2009. At the center of that meltdown was a shift from serving their clients to serving money and only doing what they do for money. And Goldman Sachs nearly went under as a company, and they'll never get the reputation back that they had built for 150 years. You see, true greatness is achieved by serving. Mark 9:35 says, "If anyone will be first, he must be last, and servant of all." You see, God is not against us pursuing greatness. I'm sure the Lord was excited and proud and happy that Goldman Sachs was serving clients well, and they were able to be incredibly profitable. God is not against our desire to be great. He wants us to be great in the right kingdom, not our sandcastle kingdoms that fall away, but His kingdom, the kingdom of God. And if we would be first in God's kingdom, then we need to be servants. The Lord Himself, Jesus, was the servant of all. And He set us an example to serve one another. One of my favorite restaurants to go to is Chick-fil-A. And one of the things I love about Chick-fil-A is that sense in their corporate culture of serving the customer. Are they about making money? Yes. Are they about making great chicken sandwiches and chicken nuggets? Yes. But there's a part of their culture that's also just about serving people. And when you ask for something, it shows up in the smallest of ways, because they say things like, my pleasure. I'd love to. And I want to challenge you today. How would your life change? How would things be different if you, instead of trying to be great in your kingdom and trying to get everything you want, if you said, I'm going to be great in God's kingdom today, and I want to choose servanthood. And when someone asks me to do something, instead of begrudging it, I'm going to say, I'd love to. If you just added that in, hey, would you go get this for me? I'd love to. Hey, would you empty the garbage for me? I'd love to. Hey, would you do the dishes for me? I'd love to. Your boss asked you to do something. I'd love to. How would that shift how people respond to you? How would it shift your mindset? Because words create worlds. And so as you begin to speak these things, I'd love to. My pleasure. How would that change how people respond to you? How would it change your heart attitude towards the world around you? See, I believe as we choose to be great in God's kingdom by being servants to everyone, it changes the world around us. Not because we've done something to change the world, but because it ushers in the kingdom of God into the environments that we're in. It's not easy. A challenge here is not an easy challenge. It's very hard to choose to be a servant and be great in God's kingdom, because all around us, people are saying be great in our own kingdom. But God is saying, if you want true joy, if you want true satisfaction, you want the glory of God coming in your life, then you choose serving everyone just like Jesus did. So, church, I challenge you today. Say things like, I'd love to. My pleasure. And recognize that God has called you to greatness, true greatness in His kingdom, and it is only achieved by serving. Again, Mark 9:35 says, if anyone would be first, he must be last of all and a servant of all. You are greater in the eyes of the Lord than you are in your own. Love you, church.